I went to EPT Cyprus, I played in the ladies event, fired 3 times, so keep watching to find out how I did in that. And I'm going to talk about my new tournament structure idea. Welcome back if you've been here before. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button. I'm getting so close to 1,000 followers. I have spent this whole week moving. I'm in a new flat. I'm now living with my brother Will, who came to Vegas with me. As you can see, he likes plants. So with just a few days notice, I packed my stuff and flew out to Cyprus. You're an animal. We've arrived in Cyprus.
We're here. I need a beer.
How would you rate the flight out of 10?
Do you? Ugh, like a 3. The shows we watched, 9.5.
Pretty good.
You stank.
Cut that. Smell that warm air. Good morning from paradise. This place is absolutely amazing. Oh, I didn't even... That's not a window.
That is not a window.
Let's go straight out there. Today is the ladies. It's about to go down. I'm not sure what level I'm on in, but let's have some fun. So I sat down at the ladies event. I knew a couple of people in there, so it was good vibes as usual. There were a lot of people who were clearly beginners or were just hopping in for a bit of fun. What would you do in this hand? So this hand was against pretty much a complete beginner who'd maybe played once or twice before, but I had seen them get up like the hierarchy of hands on their phone a couple of times, so they were still learning. Or they were going for the big hustle, but I don't think so. So I've also seen this player kind of double, triple barrel bluff with like no equity. It's not normally the hands you would choose to bluff, it's just they decided they want to bluff and went for it kind of thing. And, you know, bet sizings all over the place. It's fine, they're new. So they opened mid-position and I called ace-2 off on the big blind. The flop was 9-7 deuce and it checks through. Now bear in mind, a beginner will be betting all top pairs, all over pairs here. And it checks through. The turn was a king. Now they bet around 1/3 and I just pop in the call. On the river it's a 7, so it's pretty dry board. I don't know if they'd be betting with a 7 here. It wouldn't really make sense to start betting that on the turn. And they bet like a pot size bet. So pop down in the comments what you think you would do in this spot. And what do you think they would have most of the time? I didn't like the bet sizing. It felt like they were kind of bluffing. And to me, it felt like they either had like a king or nothing. So I tanked for a while and I decided to put in the call. Because I've seen them bluff as well. They're not like one of those beginners who kind of are scared of bluffing. So I thought it was perfectly fine to call here. And I did. And they showed over 8s. Yeah. 8s. So
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make any sense. What's she doing? What's she trying to do with that?
I'd call her off too.
Huh? They flipped over their hand fairly fast, so they probably were going thin for value. So against a play like this, I can start to bring in like more bluffs on the river if they're going too thin. So I noted that down for later. Look who it is. Gonna get that little stack of yours.
I've been told it's not about the size of the boat, it's about the motion in the ocean. And I am going to put the motion to work. And we are going to run it up or rebuy, either or.
A lot of talk from you, Alex.
A lot of talk, yeah.
Not much action. There's always the vibes are there in the ladies' tournaments. There's drinks going around. It's all inclusive, so free cocktails all you want. First break in the ladies. It's going pretty well. Won a couple pots, lost a weird one. Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time being the world's biggest pocket peg fan, fetching drinks, and I ain't working, so we're vodka sodaing.
The tea is terrible.
I was running well, it was all going good, and then I got cooled with trips to be better trips, and then shoved over and open with ace-10 off. Had a bit of a flush sweat, but didn't hit against aces and something else. So yeah.
Meh.
Gotta go revive.
With 30 or 40 plus bigs.
So I rebought, and I managed to pick up aces live for the first time since I've been in Vegas. It's a great feeling, right? So there was an open, a call, and I squeezed on the button with the aces. Flop was queen 6-5 rainbow. I would see bet here a lot anyway. I bet around 30%. They both call. The turn is a 10. One of the players here was a little bit more tight, a little bit more conservative, and I went for a check just for pot control, and it was fairly dry, so I wasn't particularly scared of many cards. And the river was a 3. The initial raiser bet around 2/3 pot, and I just put in the call. I didn't see a need to raise. However, looking back, I think I should have just barreled 3 streets, because that is like super high in my range, and someone should be calling like king queen 3 streets here. So not too keen on the check on the turn, particularly against beginners. You know, they're probably going to be calling way too much multi-way anyway, and if they have 2 pair or sets, they might still be able to find the raise. They showed queen 9, we win the pot. Thinking back at this, I can't only triple queens here, so aces and kings I think have to be in the tripling range. Yeah, ace queen could go bet check bet, but aces are just too strong, and I should have gone 3 streets. So then this hand happened. So I pick up kings. There is an open, a call, and I 3-bet. The initial opener folds and the caller calls. The flop is 5-6-7. It's a pretty great flop. And I bet like a small sizing because we were both fairly short at this point, 30 bigs, and they jam over the top and I call. They turn over 8-5 suited. So first of all, they shouldn't have been calling behind pre-flop, and they shouldn't have called my raise either. Their jam is fine as played, and obviously I call off. Anyway, the turn didn't even bring in the straight, it brought in the 5, and I was just, and the river was a blank, so I got knocked out with the kings there. So that was extremely frustrating, but here we are. Don't you just love when your kings get cracked by 8-5 suited? So then my third bullet comes. I'm like, this is the one, right? There's quite a few entries. I think there was over 100 entries. And it was just such a soft field. I was like, I'm getting back in there. Because this was the only tournament I was playing as well for the series. So I was like, let's go again. Let's spin it up. And I started with around 25 bigs, so we're good. Anyway, I open ace king off under the gun. Lady on my left, who's a complete beginner, makes the call. She shouldn't have many calls here, but a beginner's not going to know that. And she's extremely passive, right? To be honest, I don't know how she's even stayed in this long, but here we are. The flop was ace, queen, jack. It's a pretty nice flop for me, and I bet small. She's very short, and the turn, I put her all in, and she announces, I'm all in. And we turn over our cards, and she has ace, queen for 2 pair. So I then got it in short with an ace again and got knocked out again. So I had a pretty terrible run in all 3 bullets. What a nightmare. But you know, that's poker, baby. Should be us over there.
Should be us. I can only withstand so many coolers. And now I have to drink this gin and tonic that I did not want.
Get it down, yeah.
Nope, still don't like gin.
I then spent a couple days working for Poker News, doing a little bit of media, which was good. Day 2. Learning about some mixed games, but it's very early.
Study is the worst game to ever grace this earth, but yet I will be playing it every 5 rotations in the horse today.
And I got to play the media event. So I'm about to play the media tournament with a load of people I've just met. There are Amazon vouchers up for grabs, and some of the prizes. And there might be a spade for first, so this could be my only chance. Let's go. Now this is the fastest blind levels I've ever played. I think it was 10 minutes. I didn't pick up many hands for the first 30 minutes after I picked up Ace King in the small blind, I shoved over and opened 2 calls and got a call from tens.
Come on, the ace.
To the vlog.
Yes. Oh.
So that was the end of that.
So I might be out, but we've got this horse in the race. She's gonna win it.
Yes, I am. I won the spade.
Hell yeah.
I won't leave here without it.
Learning some Chinese poker.
Down, yeah.
Let's go.
And then you do the 3s and the 9s here. And then put the queens on top.
This guy knows some shit.
This. Oh, you extra stupid.
Cheers.
I am. Yeah.
Salud.
It happens quite often that one of
Getting
us has
more
the 8 diamonds in his
confusing.
hands. And he can decide if he's going to play the 8 diamonds or not. Because
Good morning from paradise. Here we are. It looks so amazing this morning and I really want to just jump in that pool. But today I'm working for Poker News. Got my badge and going in, making some content, probably around the ladies, and then maybe some interviews and see what they want me to do. So I headed down to the poker venue, and here is the main room. It's empty just before the start of day 1B of the main event. I decided to do some filming of the horse event and then go on a search to find some famous poker players. So I saw this guy getting his photo taken who won something. However, I think I got more videos of cats. Here is one who looks like he's crying, but probably isn't. If you can name this player in the comments, you win 10 points. I came across the Queen of England. I followed these guys because there was a bit of a commotion. Some people were running. I didn't know what was going on and I didn't find out either. So then I went outside, watched this dude for a bit who was serving drinks on roller skates, which I thought was pretty impressive, and I decided that is my backup plan if poker doesn't work out. So I had a good day, but I headed back to the hotel for some sleep. The next day I finally got to do some exploring of the hotel and spend a bit of time by the pool before I left for my flight home. We're by the pool. It's amazing here, but I'm wondering, where do they get this sand from? Like, the sea's quite far, it's a big drop. Do they have a big white rock and then just they're grinding it all day?
They're importing it from Iceland.
From Iceland.
Or China.
So let me know in the comments where you think the sand comes from. Also, it's very cold in that pool, and our theory is they don't want people in it because it looks prettier when it's empty. On the poker side, we didn't do so well, but I think I played as best I could with what I was given, and you know, on to the next one. Absolutely loved EPT Cyprus. I would love to go back again to any of the EPT events. Make sure to subscribe so I can play more poker. This is what it's all about for me. I want to keep vlogging and keep playing as much as I can. So any comments, any support, I really appreciate it. As promised, here is my idea for a new tournament structure. Let me know your thoughts on it. I think it could be fun and I want the credit if it becomes a thing. So I had an idea the other day when I was playing a mystery bounty online. So what about a mystery bounty, but once you're in the money, everyone gets a ticket, just everyone. They go around the tables, they hand them out to all the players, and everyone gets to rip over their envelope and see like who's got what. And like you still play the tournament after that for the cash and stuff, but imagine how fun that would be. And yeah, whoever's got the biggest bounty buys the drinks. Thank you for watching. I'll be back very soon. I'm not actually sure what's next for me, but I'll figure it out. It's actually Sunday at 6:30, so I'm about to go do a Sunday grind. Follow my Instagram, pocket.peg, for updates on live events and when I'm playing online as well.